need to say something about me, is real quick, is that, now Rob, you probably know this because we hang out a little bit, but everybody else doesn't know this about me really, is that after school, my social life pretty much consists of video games. Alright, I'm not that much of a outdoors kind of guy. And so because of that, usually most of my friends are people that I meet online, right? And because of that, I'm going to be doing my speech on somebody that I met on the internet. And most of you are probably thinking right now, why would somebody important in your life be somebody from the internet? Like, are you crazy? To that I say, well, I already know I'm crazy, why are you pointing it out to me? And then after that I would tell you that you're wrong, because this person that I'm going to talk about, his username at least, is Jakekub, based off his real name, Jakekub, and he's basically the kindest guy I've ever met, and he's impacted my life, even over the internet. He's impacted my life now and probably several years from now. Yeah, this is the wrong way. This is a great start, isn't it? Alright, so, when I said that he's kind, I didn't really explain that too much. Well, when I say he's kind, because for all you know, that could mean that he's a murderer, but he talks nicely to them before he kills them. But no, when I say that he's kind, I'm trying to be funny, just laugh. Pretend I'm funny. Well, when I say that he's kind, it means he isn't really outgoingly nice to people, but you'll never see him say a bad thing about another person. You're never going to see him say something to somebody that they're going to hate, you know? That's the type of guy that he is. He's never going to say something that, you know, is going to offend anybody. And another effect of this, I think, is that it's because he's a family guy. Because even like when he plays with his dad. Like, I've played video games with this guy's dad. Do you know how cool that is, to be able to play a video game with your dad online? Like, that's just rare. It's weird, but it's like cool at the same time because he's a cool dude. And with his dad, he has this YouTube channel, right? He works really hard on it, and he does a lot of work on it, and it's basically something that I've always admired him for, that he's always able to work really hard at it, and he's always able to show that even though he doesn't like make YouTube money, because he's not that big, but even because of that, he still manages to show everybody that he does it for fun, and he does it because of that. And after that, that's one of the things that he's affected me with, is my YouTube channel, is that I basically started doing YouTube because this guy's doing YouTube, and it's given me something to do. It's given me something, like, I used to always just sit around, do nothing, and I was basically really depressed with myself, but then this guy comes along, he shows me YouTube, and I start doing it, and it's given me something to do. It's given me something that I can show that I put effort into. And now I have something that people admire me for. I have something that people have praised me for, and it made me feel really great that I was able to do this. Another thing that he did was, because, you know, at the same time that I was doing nothing in my life before YouTube, I was basically just really depressed. I hated myself, and basically, for a second, like, all this hate that I put in myself, it was just a big ball, okay? A ball of everything that I hated about myself, that I did to myself. And what Jake did, he basically took like a baseball bat, just metaphorically here, and he just swung at that, alright? And this ball, it's now in left field. It's gone, okay? He replaced it, and now it's just all the things that are good about myself now. Excitement, energy, just ability to talk, even though I'm not doing a great job of it now. And that's what I have now, because of Jake. Is he allowed me to just take that and put it in a new ball, and that's what I have now. And the third thing he does now is, and I'm not saying that I'm good at it or anything, but I have a passion for singing. I've always really loved to do it, even though I know that I'm not, you know, the best in the world at it, but I've always been really embarrassed of it as well. But after, you know, Jake came along, he kind of showed me that even though I'm not great at it, and I know that, but he showed me that it's kind of okay to do it just for fun, and have fun with it, and just kind of relax and not care if people think I'm bad. Because sometimes, like, I'm the type of person that just, because of Jake, I don't care what people think of me. I just let myself out. If people think I'm cool, then I embrace it, but if people kind of think I'm weird, then I embrace that too. Now, what Jake has done for me hasn't just affected me today. It's going to affect me in 10 years because of the way that I thought before is intensely different from the way that I think now. And that's shown through Jake because one of the things that he's shown me is that the world isn't evil. Everybody around you isn't always going to be trying to take you down. Because sometimes there will always be that one person in this group, there's going to be one person out of everybody here that's trying to help me. Maybe more, probably more. And before I thought that everybody was always trying to hurt me and take me down. But now I know that, you know, I'm always going to have one person that can try to raise me up and make me a better person. I know it's cheesy, just, it's part of the speech, alright? Gotta be cheesy sometimes. And another thing he's shown me, another way that he's affected my way of thinking is, I know not to mope around and do nothing. Because when you mope around and do nothing, you're letting the world stay still. You're letting the world just revolve around you while you wait for something to happen to you. You can't do that. You have to go out and you have to do something that's going to make you noticed. Because the world is going to keep going. It's not going to wait for you. You have to keep up. I'm finicking with things in my pocket. That's my nervous tick that I'm doing with my, yep. And the last thing he showed me with my thinking, what, Jake, you got a problem? You looking back at it? Looking back at Jet? Life is really finicky, alright? It has a way of thinking that you might be here at one point, but then life's going to be like, nah, you know, I think you should be over here instead. Nah, you know, you should go back. It's going to be like that a lot. You're going to go back and forth between different phases of your life a lot, and that's just how life works. You're never going to stay in the same spot at, you know, for a long period of time. So, in conclusion, he is a great guy. Some of you may, I don't even know what he looks like all that much, but I don't really need to because I know that he has helped me a lot, and the way that he thinks is the way that I now think, and the way that I'm going to think in 10 years. So even though I've been on the internet, that's pretty cool still, because sometimes you don't need to know what a person looks like to know what their heart looks like. Thank you.